Today, we have many advanced technologies that give us the world at our fingertips. Yet, as hard as it is to believe, it was not always like that.
The tech boom was the rapid growth of technology over the last 50 years, and the world saw an evolutionary development in the way we communicated and learned information.
The tech boom started with the commercialization of personal computers, or PCs. The first PC to be readily available was
the Reese's PC?
It was not the Reese's PC.
Aww.
It is the Berkeley Enterprises Samson. It retailed for $300. After the Samson by Berkeley Institutes, Apple responded with the Apple II.
The Apple II was the first mass-produced personal computer and was the predecessor to the Apple I, the prototype for the Apple II, which only had 200 copies made. This is what the Apple II looked like.
Today we celebrate the first glorious anniversary of the Information Purification Directives. We have created, for the first time in all history, a garden of pure ideology, where each worker may bloom, secure from the pests of vain contradictory thoughts. Our unification of the rules is more powerful a weapon than any fleet or army on earth. We are one people. One will, one resolve, one cause. Our enemies shall talk themselves to death, and we will bury them with their own confusion. Prevail.
On January 24th, Apple Computer will introduce Macintosh. And you'll see why 1984 won't be like 1984.
The tech boom expanded past the basic function of computers and into the worldwide forum known as the Internet.
In 1962, American Ferret aircraft discovered middle and long-range missiles in Cuba, which were able to reach the United States. This stoked fear of an atomic conflict. At that time, information systems had a centralized network architecture. To avoid breakdown during an attack, a decentralized network architecture had to be developed, which, in case of loss of a node, would still be operative. Communication still used to work through radio waves. That would have caused problems in case of an atomic attack. The ionosphere would be affected and the long-wave radio waves wouldn't work anymore. Therefore, they had to use direct waves, which, however, don't have a long range. A better solution was the model of a distributed network. Thus, long distances could be covered with a minimum of interference. Another milestone followed with the development of the French network Cyclades. Since Cyclades had a far smaller budget than ARPANET, and thus also fewer nodes, the focus was laid on the communication with other networks. In this way, the term Internet was born. Moreover, Cyclades' concept went further than ARPA's and the MPLs. During communication between sender and receiver, the computers were not to intervene anymore, but simply serve as a transfer node. Cyclades' protocol went through all machines using a physical layer that was implemented into the hardware, providing a direct connection with the receiver, an end-to-end structure. Inspired by the Cyclades network and driven by the incompatibility between the networks, their connection gained in importance everywhere. The Internet in the year 2009. We send emails, make calls over the Internet, and discuss topics we take an interest in. Even our banking is going virtual. But what we take for granted today was only a vague idea 50 years ago. In order to understand how we got this far, Let's go back to 1957, when everything began.
Excuse me. Where am I? What year is it?
It's 1957, and you're in my computer room.
Dude, if this is your computer room, where's your computer?
It performs tasks one by one.
Only one program at a time? That really blows my cartridge. And why is it so cold in here?
Well, the computers overheat, so we need to use fans to cool them down.
Well, I mean, you're probably able to run some tight-ass programs on this baby. I mean, this thing's a monster.
Actually, programs be transferred to the computers, which could cause a lot of problems.
You can use remotes.
Remotes?
Remotes. So you could send signals to the computer from far away. It'd be more direct. You wouldn't have to walk up to the computer and do it manually every single time.
This is genius.
You could use time sharing. That way, different people can use the same computer at once. See, if you use just hogging over computers, then that's not right, man.
Are you from the future or something? Because gee whiz, this could make me millions.
Mr. Scientist, the first spacecraft is in orbit. Soviet rules! You're Soviet?
This is my computer. It can perform tasks one by one.
The cell phone. As the computer progressed, it decreased in size, leading to the birth of the cell phone as technology became more compact.
Early phones worked off of radio waves and had to be quite large to send and receive the radio waves.
Get it? Because dinosaurs are old, and so is this phone that's on this horse. It's old. Eventually, the cell phone made it to a reasonable size with the creation of the Motorola Dynatac. Damn. I have nothing prepared, but this is what a new phone looks like.
Off the cuff.
Technology has grown exponentially over time, and a mere 31 years later, the Galaxy S5 is at the forefront of phone technology.
The tech boom has revolutionized society beyond words. What we do now, and what seems to be an everyday ordinary thing, seemed unthinkable only 30 years ago. Computers, phones, and many other technologies have came a very long way from where we started, and now it just seems like a given.